Welcome to a new versus video. This will be the Joker vs. Green Goblin. And this is my take on the entire fight between the two and what would happen. Who would win? Well, let's get into it. This fight isn't really gonna be like all the others. Yes, there will be a lot of stats involved, but first we're gonna talk about the characters themselves. Green Goblin is entirely obsessed with Spider-Man and being a master of crime. He just kills people randomly, and if they don't really matter to him, then he doesn't play around with them like he does with Spider-Man. On the other hand, you have the Joker who plays out his fights with Batman, messes around with him, but whenever he's serious, Batman has a hard time even keeping up with the Joker, and the Joker even saying that he might be faster than Batman, with it turning out that he actually might be. So, now we get into their stats, their speed and strength. And yes, what I mentioned before will be important. The Joker's physical strength is enough to where he can break out of steel binds, and he can physically be a match for the likes of Batman. And it's stated several times in several character books that the Joker has superhuman-like strength, with him not even being compared to peak humans, being put on a superhuman tier. It's just sort of a little off, is what I'm saying, if you don't know about the Joker's long history. But the Joker is strong enough to, with a simple knife flick of the wrist, cut off a person's hand. And he's fast enough to outspeed a Batman who can dodge lasers and pull out an instant counter to those lasers and use a mirror to reflect it. The Joker wrote a smiley face on Batman's back with little ease, and Batman couldn't even land a hit on him during that entire engagement. The two died in each other's arms, but the Joker was, well, showing that he was too fast. Then we get into durability. The Joker is seen to have he's quite a match for Batman in terms of durability, and due to Batman's best durability feat with that giant explosion that I mentioned in my first versus battle video. That is calced to be about town level. The this sort of gives Joker really good durability. Combine that with the fact that he can regenerate from anything. He regenerated from a bullet wound, from a bullet piercing his heart, and then he instantly came back up and then tried to kill Jim Gordon. He also is immune to all forms of toxins. He's also pretty smart with him making his own gadgets and weapons and gases. He's pretty much a master with a knife, and he has a wide arsenal. And the Joker himself has a high pain tolerance, with him being able to take several blades and serrated weapons to his body and not even react sometimes. Now we get down to his weapons. His joy buzzer is strong enough to burn apart Batman's cowl, and also kill a person, a normal human being, just by touching them with it. This would theoretically put out enough force to be unironically town level, through tearing apart Batman's suit. And, well, if it can kill a normal human being, I pretty much assume with long periods of zapping someone, he would put out enough power to be about town level with it. And then we get the Joker toxin. This thing can be spritzed anywhere, and it can kill anyone. It has several different versions, with one having a brainwashing version that can allow the Joker to mind control people. One has a variation that can be spread across a large area. He has another that can be used to break through a person's gas mask. It's a stronger version, but essentially it can cause a person to laugh to the point that their hardened lungs and their mind give out to overexhaustion. And the Joker has made several different variations of this, to where Batman has to play cat and mouse with him to learn the new formula. He has chattering teeth, which can cut through steel cables, and also another version where they act as bola. Bola, for those who don't know, is where, like, there are these weights on something, you throw it at someone or something, and it snares them. He has lots of explosives, with enough being able to blow up a city block. The bang gun is a revolver that once clicked once, it will shoot out a flag. Like, a flag will stick out at the end. And then once he shoots it again, the flag will shoot out with such force that it will stab right into a normal person, killing them. He also carries a crowbar a lot. He has razor sharp playing cards that can go into people like Batman. And he'll, for different ways that he sprays his Joker toxin, is from little spritzers on his wrists to a giant spray can. So, now we get to the Green Goblin. Green Goblin is Spider-Man's physical superior when it comes to strength. He's able to he's able to catch Spider-Man's hands before Spider-Man can touch him, and then push him away with little effort. Just like Captain America can. So, putting him on this physical level with Cap, Spider-Man sort of has city block. His punches are calced to be city block level. And then you do the Green Goblin stuff. Green Goblin is more than a match for Spider-Man, and Green Goblin is, I would say, about town level in terms of physical strength. And then you have speed-wise. He's not as agile as Spider-Man, but he is able to keep up with his punches and hand-to-hand. So I would say that he is able to keep up with light speed opponents. But, those that are more agile than him, he can't keep up with, like Spider-Man. Then there is his raw durability, which is proven to be on the same level as Spider-Man, so multi-continental. The Green Goblin also has constant regeneration, allowing him to come back from the dead when his heart has been impaled. And that was just his first death. Intelligence wise, he has made all his gadgets using his company's resources. And he is able to, well, pretty handily keep up with Spider-Man hand-to-hand wise. Spider-Man having more experience than the Goblin when it comes to fighting, but there's that. And then we get into their weapons. The Green Goblin has his pumpkin bombs. One of them can blow up a building, with several being able to be calced to be about city block level. He can take these things to the face with little problem. And then there is his, he literally has batarangs. Sometimes he's a pretty good expert with these, being able to throw these into a person's gun, stopping it from shooting the bullet. He has flammable versions of his pumpkin bombs that just burn things, and hallucinogenic versions, and just a gas version to make people unable to see. He has just rope to tie people up in, and then he has his glider, which can keep up with Spider-Man, does everything by Goblin's command, and has a giant spike that can shoot out the front that can let him use to impale people. With this thing, the Green Goblin can fly around Manhattan with such ease that Spider-Man essentially has a hard time keeping up with him. Spider-Man is able to dodge beams of light from the Light Master, which I can say without any form of explaining is pretty easy to say is light speed. And then we get to Green Goblin's suit. His armor can take bullets, but he still flies back from them. It's not bulletproof by any means, but it can sure take them. He also has a gas mask built into his mask, and little laser bolts in in the gauntlets to shoot lasers at people. One of them can chip bricks, so just imagine what an entire barrage can do. But he normally just goes like those little finger guns. So, the verdict. From what I said at the beginning, the Green Goblin wouldn't really care about Spider-Man. No, the Joker, sorry. He wouldn't care about the Joker like he cares about Spider-Man. He would purposefully go out there and try to kill the Joker with the first chance he gets. The Joker would see this as a game. The Joker, whenever he gets into a game or a fight with anyone else, he doesn't treat it the same as he does with Batman. He doesn't try to play a game of cat and mouse. Example being with Nightwing. He doesn't try to do this elaborate plan. He just tries to kidnap him. With Superman, Wonder Woman, even the rest, he goes straight for the kill. The Joker, due to his abnormal speed and agility, I can't see him being hit by any of the Green Goblin's weapons. It would essentially be, well, a game of cat and mouse. Well, more like a hawk and a really fast snake. The Joker's gas would be able to break through the Green Goblins, but let's get down to their regeneration's durability. How fast can it heal them? The Joker pretty much in seconds from that bullet. killing him, and Green Goblin, it took a few hours from the impalement. So it wasn't exactly an instant like it was with the Joker. So let's just get that straight. The Joker isn't exactly as durable as Green Goblin, but the Green Goblin himself hasn't shown a resistance to stabbing weapons like with his glider and like with bullets. So the flag would cause a decent amount of damage when it shoots him, when the Joker shoots him in the back with it. His bombs would be able to destroy the glider, and combine that with the several different types of gases the Joker has, and just blasting Green Goblin in the face with it, it would destroy his mask. No defense against the gas anymore. And the Green Goblin's regeneration would mainly try to fight that off, but he would, due to the gas, his body would naturally become slower as it's trying to fight off the toxin. But I hear you ask, what about the lasers in his finger? The Joker blatantly says he's faster than Batman. And as I said earlier, cuts a smiley face into his back. Two knives in Batman's sides right here, and then a giant carving of a smile. The Goblin is just too slow, doesn't have the right arsenal, and is too stupid to keep up with the clown prince of crime, the jester of genocide. This fight is over in a matter of minutes. The next fight will be Wolverine vs. Wildcat. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see y'all in the next video. Hit the like if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you want to stay around and see more. Hit the bell if you want to know when I come out with new content. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.